Esther Howland is often considered the mother of the American Valentine. She was a pioneer in the American Valentine industry, who popularized ornate, handcrafted Valentine's Day cards using an array of trimmings including lace, colored paper and cut-out flowers that captured the hearts of America. It all started when Esther Howland of Worcester, Massachusetts, became enamored with valentines imported from England. In the 1800s, handmade cards and correspondences of love were not a new concept. These messages between lovers had been circulating in Europe since at least the 15th century, and by the early 19th century, the United Kingdom was producing significant numbers of commercial valentines. So when Esther Howland, at the age of 19, received an English valentine that was decorated with an elaborate fine lace border and cut-out ornate flowers, she was enthralled. The valentine wasn't actually for Esther, but more on that in just a bit. In the center of the valentine was a small, pale green envelope that contained a note with a red border and a verse made just for Valentine's Day. Esther fell in love with, well, the valentine, not the sender. You see, Esther was the daughter of a stationery store owner, and the valentine was sent to Esther's father from a business associate. And Esther, having a business sense already, snatched up the idea to make ornate and elaborate valentines for people in the United States. Elaborate valentine greeting cards like these had to be imported from Europe and were not affordable to many Americans. So Esther got busy and developed her own line of Valentine's Day cards and messages. It took artistry and imagination, as well as a touch of magic, to design and create Esther's Valentine's Day cards. Fantasy and romance were evoked by the finished goods, and for over 30 years, they set a trend. Although other manufacturers battled for the public's attention, none could compete with Esther's quality, taste, and style. By incorporating ornate touches into her creations, Esther tuned into the sentimentality of Valentine's Day. She used glitter and other embellishments of novelty to catch the eye and make her cards stand out. She also featured moving pieces, pop-ups, and three-dimensional effects, such as accordion paper, mechanical flowers, and slides, that revealed poems and odes of love and affection. And she often designed more costly cards, using expensive fabrics and materials, such as linen, lace, and satin. Esther wasn't afraid to experiment with her designs. In comparison to the traditional one-page card with a message on the front, she revolutionized the concept of cards which open to reveal messages. These Valentine's Day cards by Esther Howland are still cherished today by collectors of vintage art. Esther Howland was a pioneer in other ways as well. Not only was she a female entrepreneur and a perfect example of independent womanhood in the 19th century, she also pioneered for women in the workplace when she hired a team of women to assemble her handmade cards. She is said to have been among the first employers of her time to pay women a decent wage. Esther named her company the New England Valentine Company, and she began making $100,000+ in annual sales, which is about $3 million in today's money. Esther's woman-owned, multi-million-dollar business had a highly successful run until Esther retired in 1881. Despite the romantic nature of her business, Esther never married. And yet the popularity of her unique cards was a social phenomenon that changed the way Americans think of February 14th. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe for more videos on the fabulous, fierce, and feisty women in history.